Ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do my Super Bowl preview and give my prediction here for the Super Bowl this coming Sunday. So we're gonna do it now because the weekend is Saturday. A lot of I think I have like 4 college basketball games, maybe an NBA game. I'm pretty sure I have like 2 NBA games. So better just get this now. Friday, we have SmackDown and UConn and St. John's. So I could do it Friday. Pretty sure it might be some NBA, we'll see. But better get this preview done now. So let's get my matchup preview for this game, and then get my prediction. So this Sunday, the Seahawks and Patriots will meet in the, I believe, Super Bowl 60. But we might as well call it the explosive play ball, because a big play is always mattered. But in the past few years, the NFL games become battlefields between teams trying to create and prevent explosive plays, defenses like tormented by like quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, playing Vic Fangio style philosophies, and continued to raise the rate of 2 high safety looks, funneling teams toward running short passes. Teams played more 2 deep shells more than 45% of the time on early downs in 2025, up from 38% in 2020 and 35% in 2017. The offenses have evolved. The league's rule changes. But basically, over the past 3 years, as the league has gone further into its new form, winning the explosive play battle has been critical. There are a lot of ways to characterize explosive plays, but the definition I'm using here is any run of 12 or more yards or any pass of 16 or more. Teams that produce more explosive plays than their opposition won 61% of the time. Teams that win the turnover battle, the classic traditional measure of playing smart football, have won 59% of the time. The Patriots +3 and Seahawks -3 ran turnover margins towards the middle of the pack this year. It should be no surprise then that the best teams at creating and stopping explosive plays made it through the postseason. In terms of explosive play differential, the gap between the rate at which teams generate the explosive plays and prevent their opposition from doing the same. Each of the top 4 teams in the conference championships ranked in the top 5 during the regular season. I think the Patriots were 4th by a league best explosion creation rate of 13% on offense, and Seahawks would be favored. Outpaced everyone. Their 4.7% explosive play differential was the best mark in the NFL, and the 9th best defensive posted by any team of the past 25 years. They were really lead on the defensive side of the ball, man. Meaning we'll get the league's best offense at creating explosive plays versus the league's best defense at stopping them. So that's going to be fun to watch. Of course, one game variance can swamp regular season. The 6 best teams by explosive play differential over the past 25 years all made the Super Bowl, but they all lost. The Patriots defense was ordinary during the regular season by advanced metrics, has allowed just 6 explosive plays through 3 postseason games. To be fair, it's not against the Broncos without Bo Nix and then C.J. Stroud, C.J. Stroud. It might as well be Justin Fields. Justin Herbert didn't really have an offensive line. And C.J. Stroud's just C.J. Stroud. The Seahawks did give up 12 explosive plays to the Rams, but the Rams just have an explosive offense. They won that matchup because Sam Darnold responded to 2 months of middling football by playing one of the best games of his life. Drake May has fought an MVP caliber regular season with wildly inconsistent postseason, mixing turnovers with spectacular plays at times. It's just in this postseason, we've seen individual games decided by unexpected injuries, fumble luck, missed kicks, ill-timed weather systems. We'll see, man. Here's how Seattle's defense breaks the rules. While Mike McDonald doesn't come from the Vic Fangio tree and doesn't run the same defense, their philosophies share common ground and break opposing offenses with just similar ways, because they want to live in 2 deep safety shells, pre-snap, and force the quarterback to process post-snap what's going on, daring them to take the safe check down. They play 2 deep coverage after the snap nearly 57% of the time on first and second down. The 3rd highest rated in defense. One of 2 teams ahead of them is the Chargers, run by Jesse Minter and McDonald's former colleague in Baltimore. His defense then compounds the lean toward pass operating almost exclusively out of sub-packages. They have a deep talent secondary, by the way, led by Devin Witherspoon. They want to get many of those defensive backs on the field as possible. They're in the base defense just 5% of the time on first and second down, which is comfortably the lowest rate in the NFL. The league averages 35%. And the Seahawks are committed to staying in their nickel and dime grouping just about everywhere away from the goal line. In the NFC Championship game, the Rams leaned heavily in their 12 one-back, 2 tight end, 13 one-back, 3 tight ends personnel group. He's trying to overpower the Seahawks or get them to play their base defense and put a third linebacker in the field. Seattle played 40 plays from those groupings and stayed in nickel and 36 of them. Even the Rams having plenty of success working out of them, averaging nearly 10 yards per play and like a 55% success rate. The Seahawks will nickel or bust against multi-tight end sets. More often, it's the opposing offensive like bust, because playing 2 deep shells and staying nickel or dime at the highest rate in the league on early downs should be a red carpet for opposing teams to run the football. The Seahawks have 8 men in the box against the run on early downs only 7% of the time, so maybe they should run the football more. But yet, the Seahawks have the best run defense in the NFL on early downs, so they allow 3 yards per carry. And how did Mike McDonald do it? Same way every great coach does it, with excellent players who fit his scheme. He turned over much of the defensive rotation for the past 2 seasons. Of the 15 most used defenders on the final roster in 2023, 9 of them are no longer there. Of the 6 who remain, you have Jaron Reed, Boye Mafe, Ochina Nwosu. And he's got more out of the players who are already in the roster, made impactful additions in the draft. The secondary, like Kobe Bryant, Julian Love, Nick Emenwari, the rookie, Ernest Jones, bringing in DeMarcus Lawrence. It's just phenomenal, man. It's just the key rookie will be Emenwari, man, who was a 2nd round pick. The Patriots and Drake May will have to have some big plays in this one, because they've been up and down in this postseason, like turnovers mixed with explosive plays, and their explosive plays on 13% of their offensive snaps during the regular season. They created a lot of explosive plays, so they're going to have to be able to do that against Seattle, man. And their defense is going to have to step up, because Sam Darnold's a good quarterback, man. They have weapons offensively. Their run games got better and better as the seasons went along. And they need the running backs. The Patriots need them to step up. Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, try and create some explosive plays. But will the real Darnold show up in this one, or the real Patriots? Because Darnold kind of been struggling for the better part of 2 months. Rashid Shea grew an already solid special teams of their best unit. The defense is elite. It kind of just comes down to me to Sam Darnold. Is he going to do what he did against the Rams in the NFC Championship, or is he going to go back to that game where he threw like 3 or 4 interceptions in their first matchup? The second one wasn't going well until he bounced back. We'll see, man. I'm not sure how we appreciate how much the dominant Patriots been on defense through 3 games. A total of 26 points. They've done that despite May's turnover issues, which have handed opposing offenses 5 drives starting in their territory and only allowed 1 touchdown. And to be fair, I know it's against not the greatest competition, and Bo Nick's not playing, but their defense has still played really well. But if I'm going to go with a prediction here, man, the Patriots might have to try and blitz a lot. Maybe on Sam Darnold. If there is a weakness, maybe it's the offensive line, like the right guard Anthony Bradford. Team high 13 quick pressures this year, so they could maybe blitz if they want to try. And the special teams, Seattle has a significant special teams advantage over just about everybody it's faced. Now, mostly continue to be true against the Patriots. They do have an elite returner, Marcus Jones, but obviously they still have the advantage here. Cam Vrabel will try and manage this game to victory, manage his team to win this game. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Seahawks win this one, 20-13. Will be my score. My strongest feeling about this game is that the offenses won't play that well. The Seahawks are too dominant on the defensive side of the ball, and the Patriots have been much improved there over the past month. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams lean into their run games and try to take some pressure off the quarterbacks, and that could lead to plenty of punts on each team, tries to find this opportunity for explosive play. So there's a chance we get a high-scoring game. I think it could be. I'm just not going to predict it, but I would expect that to come from the offenses being handed short fields by their defenses and special teams, as opposed to some form of shootout. Then again, we know both these teams can hit shots downfield, so if the Seahawks can get out to an early lead, the Patriots might not have no choice but to air it out and get back in it. In this scenario, I see as most likely, though, we get a low-scoring game with the occasional explosive shot, as opposed to one with steady gains on the offensive side of the ball. In such a game, I'm always going to like the team that has a better defense and special teams. Barring a disaster from Darnold, I think Seahawks gain a measure of revenge from what happened on the goal line in 11 years ago in Glendale, Arizona. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.